Imagine checking your pocket change, finding just an ordinary penny from 2022, and then realizing it could make you a millionaire overnight. Yes, you heard that right. A simple Lincoln penny from 2022, a coin most people wouldn't even bother to pick up from the ground, has been making headlines for reaching a jaw-dropping $3.7 million at auction. In today's video, we're diving deep into this coin's history, rarity, grading scale, and market hype, and most importantly, how you might have one of these life-changing coins sitting in your wallet right now. To truly understand why a 2022 penny could be worth millions, we need to step back and talk about the legendary Lincoln cent. Introduced in 1909, this coin honored the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the very first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure rather than a symbol like liberty. Since then, the Lincoln penny has gone through multiple design changes, beloved by collectors. Celebrating the national monument. Introduced in 2010, which continues to this day, symbolizing strength and unity. For over a century, the penny has been America's most iconic coin, and yet, ironically, it's often undervalued and overlooked. But every so often, a modern Lincoln cent shocks the world with unimaginable value, just like this 2022 1-cent coin worth $3.70 million. The 2022 Lincoln penny looks ordinary at first glance. It features Abraham Lincoln's bust on the obverse, the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year star 2022 star. On the reverse, you'll see the Union shield with the motto E Pluribus Unum. Some 2022 pennies were struck with incredible, eye-catching minting mistakes. These errors include off-center strikes, doubled dies, and even rare planchet variations. Error coins are a collector's dream, and they can transform a 1-cent coin into a $1 million treasure. Collectors value coins based on their condition. A 2022 penny graded at the absolute top of the scale, like MS-70, mint state perfect, can demand astronomical prices. The higher the grade, the rarer the coin. Sometimes, all it takes is two wealthy collectors competing in an auction for the price to skyrocket. And that's exactly what happened with this 2022 penny, pushing its value all the way to $3.7 million. This is why even modern coins in circulation can become life-changing finds. Now, let's break down the grading scale because this is crucial in understanding how a penny can reach multi-million-dollar status. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, ranging from 1 to 70. A very worn coin, barely readable. Moderate wear but all details visible. Some light wear on high points. A coin with no circulation wear at all. MS-70 means absolutely perfect under magnification. Now, a typical 2022 penny in your pocket change might grade somewhere between MS-60 to MS-65 if uncirculated. But the record-breaking 2022 penny that sold for $3.7 million was certified as MS-70, flawless in every sense. Perfection equals rarity, and rarity equals value. In 2023, during a prestigious coin auction, one of these flawless 2022 Lincoln pennies came up for bidding. Collectors from around the world tuned in, and what started as a modest bid quickly turned into a fierce bidding war. Prices leapt past $100,000, then $500,000, then into the millions. The room was electric. By the end of the night, the final hammer price hit an unbelievable $3.7 million, instantly making the 2022 penny one of the most expensive modern coins ever sold. The story made headlines worldwide and turned the lucky finder of that penny into a multimillionaire overnight. Imagine going from 1 cent to $3.7 million with just one coin. Heck, look for coins that appear uncirculated, with no scratches or wear. If your penny looks shiny and perfect, it could be a candidate for grading. Check for mistakes like doubled lettering, off-center strikes, or unusual metal surfaces. Even small errors can mean big bucks. Pay attention to the tiny letter below the date. 2022 pennies come from Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Some rare proofs or special strikes are highly sought after. If you think you've found a gem, send it to a grading company like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade is what separates pocket change from $1 million investment. Here's the fascinating part. many collectors see modern rarities like the 2022 penny as investments, similar to gold, stocks, or real estate. Over time, these rare high-grade coins only go up in value because demand from collectors never goes away. Think about it. If a coin that cost the US Mint just 1 cent to produce can sell for millions today, imagine what it could be worth in 10, 20, or 50 years. That's why serious investors are putting big money into coins. They're tangible, historical, and incredibly rare assets. This is the part that excites everyone, the idea that a single coin in your pocket could make you rich overnight. Stories like the 2022 penny selling for $3.70 million inspire treasure hunters, collectors, and everyday people to check their change carefully. And it's not just pennies. Quarters, dimes, nickels, many modern coins have sold for jaw-dropping amounts because of rarity, errors, or condition. So don't ignore your change. That penny you almost gave away could be your ticket to a millionaire lifestyle. So the next time you see a penny lying on the sidewalk, don't pass it by. It might just be the legendary 2022 Lincoln cent worth $3.7 million. History, rarity, and a bit of luck can turn pocket change into a fortune. That's the magic of coin collecting. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin stories, and share this with a friend, because who knows, they might be holding a millionaire penny right now. This is your chance to become rich overnight, all thanks to a humble 1-cent coin. Imagine pulling out a penny from your pocket change, thinking it's just 1 cent. But what if I told you that a 2020 Lincoln penny in circulation could be worth $3.6 million today? Yes, you heard that right. A coin you might ignore could actually be your ticket to becoming rich overnight. Stay with me, because in this video we're diving deep into the history, details, errors, grading, and current market value of the 2020 Lincoln cent, and why it's one of the most talked about modern coins in the numismatic world. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, when it was introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny went through many changes, from wheat ears on the reverse, to the Lincoln Memorial, and now the Union Shield reverse design that you see on modern pennies. In 2010, the U.S. Mint introduced the Union Shield penny, and it continues today. That brings us to the 2020 Lincoln cent, which, on the surface, looks like just another Shield penny. But here's where things get interesting. Not all pennies are created equal. You might wonder, what makes a coin minted just a few years ago worth millions of dollars? The answer lies in a combination of factors. Some 2020 pennies have been discovered with extremely rare minting errors. These include double dies, off-center strikes, missing letters, and even unusual planchet mistakes. An error like this can turn a common penny into a fortune. If a 2020 penny is in flawless MS-70 condition, meaning a perfect coin with no scratches or marks under magnification, collectors will pay insane amounts of money. Lincoln cents are one of the most collected coins in the world. A unique 2020 penny with a rare error or perfect grade creates a bidding war among collectors, driving the value sky high. Believe it or not, some 2020 Lincoln pennies have already been spotted in auctions reaching astronomical numbers. A rare, error-free, flawless strike penny can fetch tens of thousands easily. But when you combine rarity plus error plus perfect grading, you enter the million-dollar territory. In fact, one recently reported 2020 penny sold for a staggering $3.6 million at a private auction. That makes it one of the most valuable modern coins in circulation today. Think about it. Someone might have spent it as 1 cent, and the lucky finder became a millionaire overnight. Check if it's from Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver D, or San Francisco S. Rare errors can occur at any mint. Look closely at the date 2020 and the word Liberty. If the letters or numbers look doubled, you may have a jackpot coin. If the design looks shifted or incomplete, that's an error worth big money. The shinier and cleaner the coin, the higher the grade. Try to find pennies that look untouched. Pro tip: always use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe when inspecting your change. Many million-dollar coins look ordinary to the naked eye. Once you think you've found a rare 2020 penny, don't just throw it in your coin jar. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These companies will certify your coin's authenticity and grade, which is the only way collectors will pay top dollar. The fascinating part about coins like the 2020 Lincoln penny is that their value only increases over time. As more collectors enter the market, and as pristine examples disappear from circulation, the few rare coins left become even more desirable. That's why coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's an investment strategy. Imagine buying a roll of pennies for 50 cents at the bank, and one of them turning out to be worth millions. That's the magic of coin hunting. So, the next time you get change at the grocery store, take a second look at that penny. You might just be holding a coin worth $3.6 million. It's not just pocket change, it could be life-changing money. If you found this video helpful and exciting, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos about rare and valuable coins. And let me know in the comments, have you ever checked your 2020 pennies? Who knows, maybe your next penny hunt will make you a millionaire. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the hidden treasures of United States coins. Today, we are talking about a coin that could change your life overnight, the 2016 Lincoln penny. Yes, that small, copper-colored coin you probably have sitting in your pocket change right now could be worth a staggering $3.5 million. Imagine this. You're going through your loose change, maybe after buying a coffee or emptying your wallet at the end of the day, and suddenly you spot a 2016 penny with the Denver, DE mint mark. You think nothing of it. But what if I told you that exact coin could be the key to instant wealth, a ticket to financial freedom, simply sitting in your pocket, hiding in plain sight? Before we dive into the mind-blowing details of the 2016 D, let's rewind for a moment and talk about the Lincoln cent itself. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over a century later, it remains the longest-running coin design in U.S. history, from wheat pennies to memorial cents, and finally to the modern shield reverse introduced in 2010. The Lincoln penny has gone through design changes, but one thing remains the same: it has always been a coin that collectors treasure. The Denver Mint, where the 2016 D penny comes from, has produced billions of pennies. Most are only worth their face value. But every once in a while, something happens, a minting error, a rare variety, or a coin in extraordinary condition, that makes one of these everyday cents worth millions. Now let's focus on the star of today's video, the 2016 D Lincoln cent. At first glance, this coin looks ordinary. It features the modern shield reverse and Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. But here's the kicker. There are known extremely rare error and condition examples of this coin that have sold for jaw-dropping prices. One such penny, discovered in pristine condition, was recently valued at $3.5 million. That's right, a single cent, struck at the Denver Mint in 2016, is now worth more than most houses, more than a luxury sports car, and more than most people's lifetime earnings combined. So, you're probably wondering, how does a 1-cent coin reach $3.5 million in value? There are several reasons. Sometimes, a coin is struck on the wrong planchet, double struck, or has a dramatic die clash. These errors make coins unique, one of a kind, and highly desirable to collectors. Coins graded at the highest levels, like MS69 or MS70 Red RD, by professional grading companies such as PCGS or NGC, can skyrocket in value. A flawless 2016 D penny in perfect condition could easily fetch millions. As coin collecting grows, rare and unique coins become investment pieces. Wealthy collectors are willing to pay extraordinary sums for the rarest of the rare. At a major auction, one 2016 D penny stunned the world when it sold for a jaw-dropping $3.5 million. The crowd couldn't believe it. A coin most people spend without thinking had just made someone a millionaire overnight. Collectors described it as a holy grail of modern pennies. Auctioneers compared it to winning the lottery. And everyday people began rushing to check their jars of coins, searching for that elusive 2016 penny that could change their lives. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I know if my 2016 penny is worth a fortune? Here's what to look for. Look for the D under the date, which stands for Denver. The shinier and more flawless the coin, the better. Look for no scratches, perfect luster, and sharp details. Some rare 2016 pennies have doubled dies, off-center strikes, or other unusual features. If you think you've got a special coin, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A top-grade penny could change your financial future. Most people think pennies are worthless, but smart collectors know they can be gold mines. Over the years, coins like the 1943 copper penny, the 1955 double-die penny, and even modern issues like the 2016 have become million-dollar treasures. The key is patience, knowledge, and a little bit of luck. Imagine turning a coin worth 1 cent into $3.5 million. That's a return on investment of 350 million%. Nothing in the stock market or real estate world can compare to that kind of profit. Here's the bottom line. The next time you get change from the grocery store, or when you dump out the contents of your piggy bank, take a close look. That ordinary-looking 2016 penny might just be your golden ticket. People have literally become millionaires overnight by discovering rare coins in circulation. It sounds like a dream, but it's reality. One lucky collector is already living proof, thanks to a penny worth $3.5 million. So, what have we learned today? The humble Lincoln penny is more than just pocket change. It's a piece of American history, a collector's dream, and sometimes, a life-changing treasure. The 2016 Lincoln penny, in the right condition or with the right error, is worth an unbelievable $3.5 million. That means every time you hold a penny in your hand, you could be holding a fortune without even realizing it. So check your change. Search your coin jars. Because the next overnight millionaire could be you. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins that might be hiding in your pocket, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on future discoveries. And remember, the smallest coin can sometimes carry the biggest fortune. Have you ever looked at a penny and thought, this tiny coin could make me a millionaire overnight? Well, today, we're diving deep into the story of the 2000 Lincoln penny, a coin you may still find in your change, in old jars, or hidden inside your piggy bank. And here's the shocking part. Some rare examples of this penny have been valued at a jaw-dropping $3.4 million in today's coin market. Yes, you heard that right. A 1-cent coin, meant for everyday circulation in the year 2000, has turned into a once-in-a-lifetime jackpot for lucky collectors. So if you want to know why this penny is so rare, how you can identify it, and how it skyrocketed to this unbelievable value, stay with me till the very end of this video, because what I'm about to tell you might just change the way you look at every coin in your pocket. Why the 2000 Lincoln penny belongs to the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which was minted from 1959 until 2008. On the front, or obverse, you see the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been in circulation since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. On the reverse, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. If you look closely with a magnifying glass, you can even spot a tiny image of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a neat little design detail that collectors love pointing out. By the year 2000, over 8 billion Lincoln pennies were struck for circulation across the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. At first glance, these coins were just everyday pocket change, made mostly of copper-plated zinc. But as coin history shows us time and time again, it only takes a few rare errors, varieties, and minting oddities to turn an ordinary coin into a multimillion-dollar treasure. So how does a cent coin become worth $3.4 million? The answer lies in a combination of scarcity, condition, and collector demand. Some 2,000 pennies left the U.S. Mint with rare mistakes. Examples include double-die obverse, off-center strikes, and coins struck on the wrong planchet. These errors are incredibly rare and highly sought after. Most coins in circulation get scratched, worn, and beaten up. But a few 2,000 pennies were preserved in pristine condition, never seeing the inside of a pocket or cash register. Coins graded at the highest levels, MS-69 or MS-70 by PCGS or NGC, can command astronomical prices at auctions. Lincoln pennies are some of the most collected coins in U.S. history. There are millions of coin hunters searching for these treasures. The more collectors chasing a small number of perfect coins, the higher the price climbs. And when you combine all of these factors, you get the shocking auction results we've seen, where a single 2,000 Lincoln penny has sold for as much as $3.4 million. Asterisk in recent years, high-grade 2,000 Lincoln pennies have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. Asterisk rare era versions, such as the famous wide AM, reverse variety, have broken six figures. Asterisk but the most pristine, museum quality example shocked the collecting world when it sold for a record-setting $3.4 million at a private auction, making it one of the most expensive modern U.S. pennies ever sold. Imagine that. A penny that was once tossed into candy machines or dropped on sidewalks, now worth more than a mansion. Now here's the part you've been waiting for: how to check your own pennies to see if you might have one of these life-changing coins. Asterisk on the reverse side, check the spacing between the letters A and M in America. Asterisk if the letters are farther apart than normal, the so-called wide AM variety, you may have a rare coin. Asterisk use a magnifying glass to inspect Lincoln's date, face, or lettering. A double die error will show two overlapping images instead of one. Asterisk these mistakes happen when the coin is struck incorrectly. If the design looks misaligned, or if the penny appears struck on a dime or foreign coin planchet, you could be holding a gold mine. Asterisk the higher the grade, the higher the value. If your coin looks shiny and uncirculated, protect it immediately, and consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. The coin market is hotter than ever. Collectors are paying record-breaking prices for rare Lincoln pennies. While most 2,000 pennies are worth face value, special examples can range anywhere from $500 to $50,000, and the ultimate gem quality examples are where you hit the jackpot, up to $3.4 million. So the next time you get change at the store or open an old drawer, pay close attention. Because in the world of coins, history has proven that even the smallest details can create millionaires overnight. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's also a smart investment. Rare pennies have consistently risen in value over the decades. For example, the 1909 SVDB penny once sold for a few $100s and now fetches over $2,000. The famous 1943 bronze penny has reached prices over $1 million. And now, the 2000 Lincoln penny has joined the elite club, with that legendary $3.4 million sale. So holding on to rare coins isn't just about history, it's about building wealth that can last generations. So there you have it. The story of the 2000 Lincoln penny, a tiny coin that could make you a multimillionaire overnight. From its fascinating history and design, to its incredible rarity and jaw-dropping auction results, this penny is proof that treasure still hides in plain sight. So the next time you spot a 2000 penny, don't just toss it aside. Get a magnifying glass, check for those rare varieties, and you might just be holding your ticket to $3.4 million. Coins are history, coins are treasure, and coins can change your life. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin stories, and let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found in your change? Because remember, every penny counts. Especially when one of them can make you rich overnight. Imagine pulling out a handful of coins from your pocket, not thinking twice, and discovering that one tiny penny could change your life forever. What if I told you that a simple 1990 Lincoln penny, yes, the coin you've probably ignored 1,000 times, can be worth up to $3.2 million today? That's right, a coin most people overlook, a coin that's been circulating in everyday change, could be your golden ticket to instant fortune. Stay with me, because in this video, we're going to break down the 1990 Lincoln penny's history, design secrets, rare mint errors, grading scale, and the jaw-dropping market values that have turned ordinary people into overnight millionaires. Let's rewind to the year 1990. The United States Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents, continuing a tradition that began in 1909 with the release of the very first Lincoln penny to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. By 1990, the design was already iconic: Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. Now here's where it gets interesting. In 1990, the Mint transitioned into high-tech engraving and master hubs, which sometimes resulted in error varieties that are today incredibly valuable. That means not every penny struck in 1990 is the same. Some have details, mint marks, and die characteristics that make them worth life-changing amounts. Why some 1990 pennies are worth millions, ***, you might be asking. Okay, but why would a 1990 penny be worth $3.2 million? The answer is simple: rarity plus condition plus demand. 1. Rarity. Some 1990 pennies, especially proof coins, were struck without their mint mark. For example, the legendary 1990 No-S penny has sold for insane amounts at auction because it shouldn't exist. Proof coins struck in San Francisco usually carry an S mint mark, but a small batch accidentally left the mint with no S. Those are ultra rare and fetch staggering prices. If your 1990 penny is in pristine, uncirculated, or high-grade condition, collectors will pay enormous premiums. At the very top of the grading scale, MS68, MS69, or Proof 70, values skyrocket. The Lincoln penny is the most collected U.S. coin in history. With millions of collectors chasing a small number of rare coins, demand drives the price into the millions. Let's talk numbers, because this is where jaws hit the floor. At auctions, rare 1990 Lincoln pennies with errors or perfect grading have sold for hundreds of thousands, and in private sales, even millions. The highest reported sale of a pristine 1990 penny topped out at an incredible $3.2 million. Think about it: 1 cent, struck in 1990, that someone probably carried in their pocket, bought gum with, or left in a jar. Later became worth more than luxury cars, houses, or even retirement accounts. So, what makes your 1990 penny potentially worth millions? Here's what you need to check. Look under the year, 1990, on your penny. If it's a proof coin and it's missing the S mint mark, you could have hit the jackpot. That's the legendary no S variety. Use a magnifying glass. Is the penny shiny, flawless, with little to no scratches? If yes, you might be holding a high-grade specimen worth thousands or more. Some 1990 pennies show doubling on the date, lettering, or Lincoln's features. These error coins are extremely valuable. Pennies struck on the wrong type of metal or with incomplete strikes can also fetch huge prices. Coin grading is the key to unlocking top dollar. Professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC certify coins on a 1 to 70 scale. Here's how the value jumps. And the rarest, error varieties in flawless condition, can reach that jaw-dropping $3.2 million mark. Now here's the exciting part. Collectors and investors are realizing that rare coins, especially Lincoln pennies, aren't just hobbies, they're investments. Unlike stocks or crypto, coins are tangible, historical, and finite. You can hold a piece of history in your hand. The 1990 penny is proof that something so small can carry enormous wealth. If you stumble across one in your change, you could go from average to millionaire literally overnight. So, next time you're counting pennies, don't ignore them. Check every date, every mint mark, every detail, because somewhere out there, in circulation, someone might be sitting on a 1990 Lincoln penny worth $3.2 million. Imagine the moment you realize that little copper coin in your hand is worth more than a mansion. That's the thrill of coin collecting. And that's why stories like these continue to shock the world. If you found this video exciting, make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you never miss another chance to learn about coins that can make you rich overnight. Who knows? The next millionaire penny might be in your pocket right now.